Hey, we always got something going on around here. Want to show you what I'm making up this morning. I need to get in the garden and do some things. It was a little bit chillier this morning, and I was gonna wait till it warmed up a little bit to go in there. We got this come into my shed. Got a couple items out here, as you can see. Anybody need a big V6 GMC engine or anything like that? We got a GP with underneath that junk. If anybody's interested in a GP, but anyhow, I didn't bring you out here for that. Here's an old Maytag washing machine, little motor there. This here is the rear cover off a John Deere G, unstyled G, and they're not super heavy. I mean, this is what we call a flatback, meaning it doesn't have the rock shaft. Still had where the PTO comes out, but it ain't super duper heavy. I don't know what all it weighs. I guess 35-40 pounds maybe, I don't know, but still too heavy for the fellas in the pulling. They want a lighter weight version of that. So since they need a lighter weight version, we make them up for them. And sometimes they want them made out of steel so they can rust them and make them look not so obvious that it's a homemade cover. Let me show you. How you doing, Snoopy? Getting some salad this morning? There you go. Enjoy those greens. I still like those tires. Boy, I wish I could show you that, but I can't do it. Not till the unveiling. Yeah, so we're working in the shop. Here's what we do. We make up, oh, here's some pictures of the last one we did. Where's another picture of it? Yeah. Make them up out of steel. I think we use 1/4 inch for the flange and 1/16 for the cover. And it only weighs, I don't know, 8 pounds or something like that. And of course you got the little boss hanging outside there for screwing in your big pipe plug for filling purposes. Anyway, we got to hammer them out, cut to pieces. Got patterns here. I use a cut to pieces, and then I gotta start blacksmithing on them, hammering them. If I had a planishing hammer, piece of equipment, we'd be all right. But I mean, I can do it by hand anyway. Just a little bit of blacksmithing, like Dad used to say. There you go. That's how that fits on there like that. And then this other side goes on there, and then this is the big boss. Gonna be sticking outside there for the plug. Oh, the top piece, back piece is here. You cut that out and leave this little bit on the edge, so one little part of the seam you don't have to cut. That'll sit on there like there. Get everything lined up and run your bead of weld around there, and they can either paint it or let it rust, and it looks like a stock unit then. But I don't know what we charge for the darn things. It usually takes more hours than I feel like it was worth doing, but you do what the customers want. Just another of the services we provide here at Grimes Engineering. We don't look like much. I know I don't. The shop is all shabby and crowded and cluttered, but we got talent. God give us talents. Use our hands and our nagoons. So anyhow, that's what we're working on today. Listening to some old tunes. Record the old 97 by the Tin Cup Rattlers. I better get back to work. Catch you later. Yeah, I gotta get this edge to beat up. I gotta beat this edge over a little bit. Get it to come on over there. Guess I better get working on him. Kind of have to mark here like that there. Then I can beat it over to that height. Time to give the steers their midday snack. There's our pile of ground corn. I'll just grab a bucket and head on in there. Guess I'm gonna need to put one of them salt blocks out there pretty soon. We're pretty near done the silo. Almost finished the silo. So I guess I could have another little concert in there pretty soon. What do you think here, Billet? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's what they love. That steer there has got an astigmatism. The one that was looking at us and chewing. Every time it looks at me, it holds its head and it's kind of looking not right straight at me. It's looking to the side, kind of. That's how I know he's got an astigmatism. Can't see exactly right. See how he's looking at me, but he's looking over this way more than straight at me. I'd make a heck of a cattle optometrist, wouldn't I? Sometimes if you just fluff the hay up, they'll go ahead and eat it. But I found if you got some old hay you want to get the cattle to eat, the best way to do it is to set it just out of their reach on the other side of an old fence. And because they think they ain't supposed to eat it, they'll practically break the fence down, reaching through there, and they'll eat every scrap of it. That's just the way cattle are. They think you keep them something away from them, it must be awful good. So that's what I would do. Set it just out of their reach, so they got to reach through an old fence to get it, and they generally clean it up. Just an old farm trick. Even if they have an astigmatism, they can still see that. Coming together. Got this little piece made up. Can't even get it off, it's just sitting there. Anyway, had to make that little piece up and Get it bent around. I got one more little trimming to do on this. Then we'll start tacking them together. A little bit tedious. You just got to keep massaging the metal till it ends up fitting. Hammer it here, cut it there, and try to make sure you didn't cut it small enough that you need to add to it, but usually end up cutting it big. Well, got it tacked together just to see if it all is going to fit. And I understand my son is going to put it in the bead blaster and clean it all up, and then go ahead and weld it up. It should do. If I get a chance, I'll show what it looks like all finished. See you. Guess what? I get to go tear it out hay with my old 620. One of these days I'm going to get out my unstyled hay and use that for tedding. I like using that. I don't have time right now. Got some sun and some wind. Temperature's going up a little bit, so let's kick out some hay. I actually found it. Got to go around the outside edge slow so it doesn't throw the hay all out of the field.